When you're on the path to unlocking your full potential and just becoming the best version of yourself that you can be, one of the hardest things to face is seeing old friends or family members that haven't necessarily met this new version of you or seen your growth. And that's what I want to talk about today. And if you see me looking up at the screen, it's because I did write about all of this before actually turning the camera on. And I'm not quite at the level yet where I can memorize everything I've written. Last week, I went back home. And I got to see my amazing family, amazing friends, and even got to see some clients that drove over to see me. Now, I am somebody who loves to be disciplined. I believe discipline is the best form of self-love that exists. I work out regularly. I hit my steps regularly. I track my food regularly. I meditate regularly. I don't really drink anymore, and I don't smoke. But last week, almost all of that went out the window. I rarely hit my step goal. I skipped almost every workout. I don't think I meditated a single day. And I drank a lot. And usually this would feel like a complete setback. Like I've taken a huge setback, 10 steps back from the progress I've made in the past 5-6 months. But I'm here to tell you and challenge your perspective on this and tell you that I don't believe it was a setback at all for me. Now, physically, I gained 10 pounds, but I'm not worried about that. And here's why. When we've grown, going home feels like misalignment because when you leave, whether you moved out of state, went to college, got your first apartment down the street, you start building yourself. You start letting your soul become real through your habits, through your daily actions, through the things that you do, and the standards that you set for yourself. You are essentially building a new version of you. And that's what life should look like. We should continue to grow. We should continue to evolve. We should continue to change. But when you go back home, it's your old world that still lives there, especially if you have people that don't necessarily change very much. And I'm not saying that that's a bad thing for them, but you might be faced with old habits, old ways of thinking, maybe old food for my example, old, lifestyles of not necessarily being healthy, late nights, the drinking. And the reason is that these people knew the old version of you. They don't know this new version of you. And it pulls you back into that direction. Because when we grow and evolve, it's not a matter of we completely dissolve our old identity. It is always a part of us. The same way that that child is still within us, it is a part of our roots and we continue to grow and change, but it's still in there. So I'll give you an example. I don't really drink often at all anymore, but I went home and I drank with my family a lot. I drank a lot. I don't necessarily eat out very often, and I went home and I ate out almost every single day. I rarely skip workouts, and I skipped almost every workout. And I meditate almost every day, and I skipped just about every day. Now, the question isn't what you did or didn't do. The question we need to ask ourselves is why. That is the most important question because everything should operate from love, including discipline, including this pursuit of evolution, this pursuit of becoming the best version of ourselves. It should come from love. I didn't drink because I got peer pressured and I caved and I hate my life. I just need to get drunk to feel something. I looked at my family and I looked at my friends, people that I rarely get to see because I've moved halfway across the country. I rarely get to see these people. Probably won't see them again for another year or so. I want to drink with them. I literally said, I want to be here with y'all tonight. I want to experience tonight with y'all fully. So I'm going to drink with y'all. I'm going to have some fun with y'all tonight. I decided though, I made the decision. It wasn't because I got peer pressured. It wasn't because I was sad. It wasn't because, I felt like I had to because this is the version of me that they knew. It is because I made the decision. That is the difference. And if you're doing something because you feel pressured or because you feel like you need to hide yourself and who you've become to make everyone else feel comfortable doing what they're doing, even though you know it's unhealthy, even though you know it's not good for them, even though you know it's a coping mechanism, even though you know all these negative things that come with it, that's a problem. If you're trying to hide yourself to make other people feel comfortable, okay? But if you look at the situation that you're in, visiting back home is the example we're talking about today, and you make the conscious decision, the conscious choice from a place of love and presence, and say, you know what, man, I am gonna have a drink with y'all. You know what, I am gonna have some fun tonight. I'm gonna, whatever. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna stay up late. I'm gonna, throw off my routine. I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna take a break from the daily meditation and prayer. I just wanna be in the present moment today, y'all. I don't wanna force myself to feel like I need to keep doing these things. Because if I don't, I'm gonna fall back to my old version of myself. And that's the worst thing that can happen to me. And I hate that and I can't have that in my life. It's the worst thing we can do when you operate from that place. So make that choice and make it with presence and love, because that's what being human is. Our human experience is just our infinite, unlimited potential, this soul, this light that's within us that gives us the opportunity to grow and be positive and change lives and change ourselves. But it is in this human body with the human experience. So as long as I consciously decide, hey, I'm here to make some good memories with my family. And that's exactly what I did. I made so many memories with my family, my friends, my clients, with the food. We went out, but we had so much laughter. We had so many deep conversations. I cried a little bit. That's love, y'all. And guess what? Because I allowed myself the space to not feel like I need to grit my teeth and force myself, because if I don't, then I'm the worst. I gave myself the space to experience fully and love myself and say, take a break, man. Enjoy it. It actually fueled me. I'm 3 days in. It's Wednesday. We got back Sunday. Monday, I weighed in at 207, almost 208. This morning, I weighed in at 203. Why? Because it fueled me to come back. And it showed me, man, I do actually really enjoy meditating every day. I love the mental clarity, the focus I get from it. I love praying and feeling like I'm getting divine downloads from God every morning. Man, I do love pushing myself physically. I love how good it makes me feel and look. I love pushing my boundaries and just being the best version of myself. So giving myself that break, enjoying it with love and presence, actually fueled me that much more. And that's why I don't look at it as 10 steps back. It reminded me why I'm building my life in the first place. It reminded me that I don't want to be doing that every day of every week of my life. I don't want to be drinking all the time. I don't want to be eating out all the time. I don't want to be staying up late all the time. I don't want to be skipping my workouts and meditations and my step goals and eating unhealthy all the time. Because I realize how good my lifestyle makes me feel. And that is why it's important to operate from love. I can still bend my boundaries, take the week off, enjoy time with family, but it's because internally I'm consciously deciding, hey, I'm gonna take this step back and just be here. And guess what? I'm allowing myself to have this space, and it's gonna fuel me that much more because it makes me realize just how much I love the life I'm building. So stop hiding who you've become. That's the last thing that you need to be doing, okay? Here's what I won't do when I go home. I will not pretend to be somebody that I'm not anymore. I'm not going to pretend to be the same dude that I was back then for the people that know me. I'll give you a prime example. I don't smoke weed anymore. Why? Because it doesn't serve me. It is a boundary that I've put up because I have an addictive personality and it does not serve me anymore. I got nothing against people that do. But to me, it didn't help me. It did more harm than good. I still have plenty of friends that smoke, but I will not partake. That is a boundary that I will not move on. I won't do the drinking and the staying up and the going out every weekend. I won't do that every single weekend because that's my boundary. I can be flexible here and there, but I'm not going to fully lose the person I've built and the person I am, because this is my new version, just to make other people feel comfortable. Because if I did that, it doesn't serve my soul. And if I don't let my soul live fully, and prosper, then I can't help change the world like I want to. And I want y'all to understand that every single one of you has the ability to change the world, because everything you do matters. And the way that you speak to people, the way that you act, and the way that you show up has an impact on everyone around you. So stop changing who you are just because of who you're with. Always do your best effort to show up as you are now, who I am now, openly, without apology, without guilt. Not to change for anyone just because they know the old version of you. But you also don't want to lecture anyone just because you've evolved and grown, because that'll just push them away. But because hiding yourself, who you're becoming, just to make other people more comfortable is one of the most damaging things that not only can you do to yourself, but what you can do to this world and for your soul. Because the more you hide yourself, the less impact you can have, the less positive change that you can have in this world. Because it is okay for people to be uncomfortable. It's okay for them to feel inspired. Those are both fine. We don't have to lecture people. We simply have to live our lives and be true to ourselves and decide to operate with love. Discipline is the best form of love. So when I show myself like this, those who get inspired, those are the ones that we can impact the most. And those who get uncomfortable, eventually they become someone who gets inspired by you as well. Sometimes people don't understand either, guys. That's also a possibility. Sometimes they just don't understand, and that's okay too. You don't have to explain yourself. You can if you want. You can explain your definition. I sound crazy to most people. I talk from my heart. My favorite emoji is the heart on fire because it feels like my soul fuels my passions and what I do. It's a feeling, man. I can't really explain it. It's all I can say. It's just what I feel. Most people think I'm crazy. But it's not like I shouldn't. And I'm telling you this because I notice it in my life. The more I shrink that version of myself, the more you shrink yourself, the more depression and anxiety and fear that you struggle with in your life. And the more that you struggle with those things, the less positive impact you get to make in the world. What I want you to take away from this video is that it's okay for you to grow and change and evolve. It is okay for you to be disciplined and work hard and love to push yourself and become the best version of yourself. But make sure to do it from love. Self-love. Love yourself enough to show yourself the best version of you. Discipline is the best form of self-love. But so is showing up fully for the people that you care about and those who matter to you, even if they know the old version of you. Even if by your standards, again, your standards, they may be a level behind you. They might have not gone through this evolution that you have gone through. And your goal isn't to change them. It isn't to change yourself. Your goal is to just be fully yourself, love yourself, and love them enough to show your true self. And you can have a little wiggle room and let your roots come out. Just understand that when you do it and you love, or when you do it from a decision of self-love and a decision of presence, it actually doesn't hold you back. It can propel you forward because it makes you realize just how much you've grown and how much you love the progress and the process that you've been going through. You don't have to choose. You don't have to choose this new version of yourself or your family. That would suck, right? You don't have to choose this new version of yourself or friends that you really care about. You literally just need to make the decision to consciously choose self-love, showing up your best self, showing up as your best self, and make the decisions from that version. And sometimes that decision is to have fun, to be there for your family, to let the old version kind of, the old habits come back for a second. Drink a little bit, eat some good food here and there. It isn't going to kill your progress if when you come back to your regular routine, you get back to doing the things that you have now just shown yourself do benefit you and do help you grow. What will kill your progress is if you let this last week or this 1 week or couple days or whatever it might be define you as a failure. I messed up. I failed. I've set myself back so far. How am I going to overcome this? I thought I wasn't this version of myself anymore. I thought I overcame this. I thought I've outgrown this. That mentality will hold you back, because guess what it's going to do? It's going to push you further and further away from self-love and push you more into rumination, self-hatred, and this ideology of I need to grit my teeth and I need to work harder and be more disciplined and I need to do all the crazy things and try all this and get the workout plan and the perfect plan in order to never have this happen again. It's not realistic. This is the whole game. You're human. I'm human. It is okay to have setbacks. Just make sure you make the conscious decision when you are partaking in these things. Make sure that you are showing your true self. Make sure that you're operating from self-love, that the discipline is coming from self-love, and you will continue to grow. And the more you do this, guess what? When you do connect with those that might not know this new version of you, they're going to notice it. They're going to recognize it. Some people will become uncomfortable, some people won't understand, and some people will get inspired. And all three of those are okay. Because eventually, if you continue to show up as your best self more and more, and you stay true to yourself, eventually, a lot of those people will transition over into being inspired, and you can change so many more lives. Much love. I hope you guys found this helpful. Very different video. If you stayed to the end, please make sure to comment, like, subscribe. It really does help me grow the channel. And as I continue to go into this new version of myself, it really does show me that we're heading in the right direction. If this resonates with you, just drop a comment down below. I would love to see that. Let's get after it.